93.8.
With Al Zora City, the holistic, lively beach and golf destination of the Northern Emirates.
Right, time now to talk all things payments. An absolute pleasure to welcome into the studio the team from Etihad Payments, the national payments entity created a couple of years ago as part of the National Payments Systems Strategy to develop and operate best-in-class financial markets and advance payment solutions here for us all. CEO of Etihad Payments is Jan Pilbauer, who's been kind enough to join us live in studio. Jan, great to join. It's great to see you. Thanks so much indeed for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Good morning, everyone.
Now, before we get on to the big announcement and the developments, I thought maybe for the purposes of our viewers and listeners is just to give them a better idea of Jaywan. Obviously, Jaywan is something that has been well established for several years now. Payment card and system that allows cardholders to do what?
So Etihad Payments have been around for 2 years. Jaywan is actually something we have been working on for a couple of years, but we are just about to launch it. So it's a new scheme or new cards which every single resident of the UAE will be getting to perform their day-to-day transactions. So we are not the only country which has embarked on this journey. There are other countries which have their domestic cards in addition to the international cards we all know and we all use. And UAE is joining the club now.
And Jaywan will be the UAE's first domestic card, will it?
That's correct. So Jaywan, it's actually coming, it's built within UAE for UAE, and Jaywan also the name means from the pearl diving business, it's the great one. So when the diver found a special pearl, it was really special. They called it Jaywan, and of course, due to this heritage, we chose the name for the card, and it's going to be Jaywan.
Why the need for a domestic scheme?
That's a very, very good question. So while the international card schemes build a fantastic network which you can use globally and it works everywhere and it's really ubiquitous, we see that sometimes to tailor it for specific needs of a country, it's important to have something which you can really build with the specific needs of the communities you want to serve. So J1 is kind of an addition which I hope will bring value to everyone in the UAE. Consumers, businesses, and of course, it's something we will process here, so it's going to be very secure and something we can rely on. And we believe when you build a fit-for-purpose solution, we can also make it more efficient. So ultimately, if we want to promote digital payments to be used, we want it to be cheaper for everyone in the ecosystem.
So it will reduce costs, will it?
That's what we are building. Yes.
And in terms of when you will roll this one out, in fact, let's get on to the co-badging first, because I think that is a significant point to make, because you have co-badged with leading international cards. Why is that a game changer? What does that allow you to do?
So while we are building the J1 card for acceptance domestically, so basically you can use it to pay anywhere in the store here in the UAE, withdraw from an ATM or pay online. That's something we are doing within UAE. Of course, people travel with cards. And while we have an ambition to build acceptance also for J1 when you travel to different countries, and for example, GCC countries, India and Egypt will be some of the first to come, we need more. So basically, that's also something we've done very differently. What we do at Etihad Payments is focus on inclusivity. And we signed with all 4 major international card schemes, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, UnionPay, and we are giving an option to the issuers, to the financial institutions which will be bringing this card to their customers to pick which partner they want to co-badge with. And when people travel with the J1 card, it will be almost like 2 cards in one. So when you use it in London, where J1 is not accepted yet, if it's Visa, MasterCard, Discover or UnionPay transaction, it will be processed there successfully as well, and you will not see a difference effectively as a card holder.
And when will these co-badge cards be available?
So we are currently finalizing all the technical specifications because card business has 2 sides of the equation. One is to build the plastic and make sure that all the technology on it works. And then there is also the acceptance. So we are now finalizing the specifications with all the international card scheme. And in the second half of the year, there was a mandate issued by the central bank that everyone in the UAE should be receiving this J1 card. And it's going to be really a choice of the bank if they give you a standalone J1 card, which will be very cost efficient for them, or if they're going to decide to co-badge with one of the partners and pay a little bit extra for the convenience of having global acceptance on the card.
So a deal like this, I mean, the scheme as a whole, but a deal like this is going to have an impact, positive impact, not just on the banks, but on the merchants as well.
And the cardholders ultimately, right? Because we don't want to lower the experience today that card is something you can use anywhere you go. So it's basically both of both worlds, or best of both worlds, where the cardholder will benefit, but ultimately the merchants who currently pay most of the cost when it comes to card payments should also benefit from lower fees here in the UAE.
With a system like this, in light of fraud and security breaches that we're seeing around the world at the moment, how does Jaywan help against that?
So the card business has been around for quite some time, and it's a relatively mature payment solution. So, of course, the common security features you would expect to be in place for a card solution will be in existence with Jaywan. So when you want to pay online, of course, there will be kind of the 3D secure authorization that you receive an OTP or you have to authorize the transaction in your banking app. When it comes to using the card on your phone, we made deals with Samsung, Apple, Google to be able to use the wallets. So the top-notch security is something which we cannot compromise on, and it comes out of the box with Jaywan, with some monitoring of your spending pattern and making sure that your bank can alert you if something looks a little bit out of the ordinary.
Exciting times at the moment. A lot going on for you and all the team as well. Just sort of in conclusion, I mean, this is part of a greater goal. It's part of the bigger financial infrastructure goals here, greater financial inclusion. How does it create a pathway towards those goals?
So that's why Etihad Payments was created as a public purpose entity. We are here to serve UAE. We are here to deliver on the objectives of, as you mentioned, having convenient, secure, fast payments, but also about inclusiveness. So that's something. Jaywan is just one part of the puzzle. There are other things which we have already launched. Something called ANI, for example, which is the instant payment solution. So not only being able to pay using the card, but being able to pay using QR code or sending money conveniently to your friends and family or businesses. So that's another aspect. Or open finance, right? And the idea here is really to put the consumer in the driver's seat, that you have choices. Regardless if you are a customer of a traditional bank or if you have a salary card, you should be completely included in the financial ecosystem. And that's our objective. And we have a team of dedicated professionals who are trying to make this happen every day. We make money move, we never sleep, and so that you don't have to worry about it.
Well, you look very good if you're never sleeping. You're looking good on it as well. And you've got members of the team behind you in the green room. It's good to see as well. Yeah, and I know it's a busy time for you, so appreciate your time this morning. All the best with the co-badge. I think co-badging is going to be our phrase of the day today. I like it a lot.
Partnerships, yes. Thank you so much.
Pilbauer, CEO, Etihad Payments. Thank you so much indeed for your time. This is the Business Breakfast.
Your ARN News.